Alrighty, this week's cybersecurity tip is about updates and patches. And no, not eye patches. I did look this morning in my Halloween box to get an eye patch for you, but apparently I've not been Captain Jack Sparrow in a few years. So, why are they important? What does it mean, and how does it relate to quick news or more recent news, which was last week? Microsoft released a news bulletin that said, "Hey, there is a massive attack that is happening." From a Chinese-ran hacking group called Hafnium. They are attacking on-premise Exchange servers, so your email, if it's hosted on-premise. This is something to definitely listen up to. So essentially, they found vulnerabilities that had not been seen before and started attacking this hacking group. Microsoft then said, "Oh, okay, we're working on a security patch," which they have now done and have pushed out. The problem is not everybody, or not a good amount of people, and percentage-wise, have actually done the patch to the security breach. So what happens? So you have this initial attack, which there's some things that you can't do anything about. Like if there is a 0-day attack, meaning nobody's ever seen this before and it's happening, you have to kind of understand that when somebody figures something out for the first time, it can have consequences. But after the software company like Microsoft now has said, "Hey, we have the solution for you. Just do the patch." If you don't do that, you not only are at risk for that initial company, but also every other hacker in the world is now saying, "Oh, there's vulnerability, and if we just take this patch and do the opposite of what that is, we're going to be able to break into all these companies." So as the patches come out, you need to make sure that you're keeping up to date. Updates and patches are really important. So the three things that you want to ask, though, with doing that is who's responsible for it, and is there a schedule for patches and updates? 2, is testing happening at all for our environment? So is updates can cause problems, and you want to make sure that it's not going to cause a problem for everybody in the company if you could have just tested it on either a small grouping or a test account, something like that. And then 3, a lot of people are still working from home, which means they may be using personal laptops. How are those being kept up to date, as well as just in general tablets they use, personal tablets they use, and smartphones they use? So those are kind of the 3 things you definitely want to ask and know. So A, who's responsible? What's the schedule? B, what is the testing kind of procedure? And then C, personal devices, how are we dealing with that? A lot of people are working from home. So that is the cybersecurity tip of the week. No eye patch included, but I hope you enjoyed it. So until next week, adios.